Stay in Europe, and the Greek Prime Minister, Alexis Tsipras, is calling for talks with southern EU countries to address common problems. Now, the Greek leader says the bloc's austerity policies have fueled the country's economic crisis and that Europe's response to the refugee crisis has not been fair. Critics say the creation of a southern alliance, if that's what happens, could be divisive. Sandra Gathmann has this report from Athens.
Fishmongers in Athens try their best to bring in customers, but don't have much to shout about these days. Business has been slow for years, but never like this.
Every day it's getting worse. I used to sell between 200 to 300 kilos a day. Now I only sell 50 or even 100 kilos. People don't have money. There is no money at all.
Since the start of Greece's financial crisis, the economy has shrunk by a third. Tax hikes continue to rise, hurting people's incomes. And millions of people are still without jobs. At 24%, Greece's unemployment rate is still the highest in the Eurozone. Across the country, signs of Greece's protracted crisis are hard to miss.
Tens of thousands of small businesses were forced to shut down during the country's economic crisis. Now, 6 years later, and after a range of austerity measures were brought in to try to boost business, here in Athens, at least, hundreds of shops remain closed.
The problem, according to Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras, is austerity itself, enforced by the EU's northern countries, not only for Greece, but all of Europe's ailing south. His answer is an anti-austerity alliance to try to wrestle back control.
United Europe means, first of all, sharing of responsibility, sharing of burden, sharing of capabilities.
Greece will host leaders from France, Spain, Italy, Portugal, Cyprus, and Malta. They'll also address shared concerns about the refugee crisis. But countries like France are especially wary of creating a split in Europe, in particular with Germany.
Even Mr. Hollande has notified Mrs. Merkel and has said that we are not going to create a common bloc against Berlin and Brussels and the northern countries. We are going to discuss maybe a common approach in matters of sustainable development and the refugee crisis.
Tsipras might struggle to soften EU monetary policy, but Friday's talks could be symbolic of an increasingly diverging union. Sandra Gathmann, TRT World, Athens.